All right. I know this has been a heavy NFL topic doghouse today, but there are other sports that are still going on right now, and there are some that are very important. You know, the WNBA is still going on. I had some WNBA ladies yesterday on my show. There's a lot of stuff going on in hockey right now, and F1 racing, and then soccer. But there's another sport that I'm a really big fan of, and we have a show on the network that covers that. BWT, Baseball with Teddy, my guy who's in the comments right now. But there's this one team who was being laughed at in the chat because they were 9.5 games out of the wild card spot. But at this very moment, they're 3 games out of the wild card spot, and they're fourth place in the wild card spot in the American League. And I know I talked about one of their players before, who was their ace, who very well is going to, I believe, will win the AL Cy Young this year. But this team looks like they're going to be, racing to get in the wild card spot. If the Twins happen to mess up, they're the guys right there in position to be able to take that. And it's the Detroit Tigers. The Detroit Tigers have won 12 of their last 17 games. They're 13-7 in their last 20 games. Fourth place in the wild card spot, 3 games back of the Tigers. Just last night, in a pivotal game that was, going to help them either extend it where they were or they were going to drop. They're taking full advantage of what's been going on in these last few games. They're one of the few teams. They're one of 3 teams. They're the only one of three teams that have actually been playing really well right now, and that's very important. Red Sox have dropped the ball. just it just can't continue. We can't seem to get enough wins to where it matters. Pitching just hasn't been there. Hitting hasn't been there. We have one great win and then we have a really bad loss. That's what happens. Um and there's a young guy that played for them yesterday, and he played pretty well. He played pretty well in that game for the Detroit Tigers, man. This young fella, man, he just played well for the Detroit Tigers. I couldn't believe what I saw when I saw it, but Kyler Montero at 9 innings pitched yesterday only allowed 3 hits, 0 earned runs, 0 walks. He had 5 strikeouts. He is the first Tiger to throw a shutout since 2021. Last 3 years, no one has done it since then. At 24 years old and 66 days, he is the third youngest Tigers pitcher with a shutout in the last 20 seasons. He's only older than Justin Verlander, who was 23 years old, 91 days during the time in 2006, and Michael Fulmer, who did it on August 14th, 2016. He was 23 years old and 152 days during that. He's only older than those 2 guys. And this young fella had an awesome game for the Detroit Tigers yesterday that are balling right now. They're looking like they're hungry and want a playoff spot. They made the decision to not trade their ace. Um, and it looks like it's paying off well for them because this team is definitely in a position to be in the playoffs if the Twins just happen to lose some games. And then there are other teams. There are other teams up there right now, but the Twins are the team that they're closest to. Um, like I said, the Twins have a 3-game lead right now, but the Tigers are right there. Tigers are right there in the fourth spot that can definitely elope them if the Twins just happen to go on a losing streak. The Twins have another series against the Red Sox coming up. They lead the series right now 2-1. If they happen to lose that, the Tigers would take that spot because the Tigers hold the tiebreaker with the Red Sox because of the division record and head-to-head. So the Tigers right now look like a dangerous team in the AL. So Detroit Tigers, Carl, I know you're going to see this soon. I'll at least let you know, but they balling and they deserve some praise. So welcome to the Dogs.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.